Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks Call Surveillance. So in this video, I'm going to be doing another tank review. So basically, I'm going to be doing a tank review on a pretty old premium tank. But I've never done a tank review on it, and a lot of people are going to be getting this tank. So if you don't know, I'm going to be doing a tank review on the T-34-85M, which is a tier 6 Russian medium tank, which is pretty old premium tank, but at stage 48 of the Hot Wheels 100 stages, it's at stage 48, and you don't need a battle pass. So this is a free tank that you get when you complete up to stage 48, and you get this tank for free. It's a tier 6 Russian medium tank. So I'm going to be compared to the tech tree variant, the T-34-85, the Rudy T-34-85, the T-34-88, which is amazing, and the HMH T-34-85, which is basically the same thing, and any of these stats that are different to this one will be highlighted in blue. So yeah, let's get on with it. So basically, as you can see, the 85M has the lowest amount of weight, which is very interesting because it is meant to be the heavily armored T-34-85, which is very interesting. So, for some reason, this is the lightest one, and the T-34-88 is the heaviest. Also, has the worst horsepower per ton. Horsepower, and the Rudy has the worst horsepower per ton. Speed is only 53, but it's not that bad because the others are 54. Fire chances, reverse speed is 20, which is very normal. Fire chance is 15. I don't know why that one is highlighted because this one's supposed to be highlighted red. Wait, no, it's actually supposed to be green because lower's better. So, yeah, my mistake. Fire chance 15, bad, compared to the 12. Now, track rotation is a 40, which is better than the 85 and the 88, but worse than the Rudy. Now, the 85M has the worst terrain resistance, and all the turn speeds are 46 degrees a second. And now, as you can see, the 85M, the T-34-85, and the Rudy all get an 85mm gun, and the T-34-88 gets an 8.8 centimeter gun. So, as you would expect, the 88 has the worst reload, aim time, accuracy, and moving dispersion, while the T-34-85M has the best reload, moving dispersion, rotating dispersion, and gun elevation, which actually has better gun elevation, which is very confusing. They all have 7 degrees of gun elevation, which is okay. 180 damage, but the T-34-88 has the highest alpha damage for its standard and premium, but lowest on its high explosive, which is very weird. And also the 88 has the worst penetration on its standard and premium. Biggest splash. Now the 88 also has the worst shell velocity. Now, since this has the best rate of fire, best reload time, it does not have the best DPM, but it barely gets beat out by the T-34-88 because of the higher alpha. But it does beat out the 85 and the Rudy. Now, but the 85M actually has a better rate of fire, rounds per minute, ammo count, and potential damage. Now, this potential damage is not very good on any of these tanks. That means you could be running out of ammo very, very quickly, especially in the 88. But you can somewhat make that too, unless you're fighting tier 8s. You gotta figure out, okay, do I want to carry a lot of standard rounds but run out of premium rounds, or do I want to carry a lot of premium rounds and run out of standard rounds when I don't need to fire premium rounds? I'll be firing premium rounds. So yeah, decisions. Turn armor is the same for all tanks. Now, as I said earlier, the 85M has the best armor because it's supposed to be a heavily armored T-34-85, which it does. It has 75 at the front, 45 at the side, and 45 at the back. Now, the Rudy actually has the best view range, but signal range and hit points are the same on all of these tanks. Concealment is the thing, all stationary, but moving concealment is the best on the 85M. 22% silver bonus and at 30% speed bonus, and it fails the comparison to the 88 because of all of its boosters. It does not get a silver boost, it gets an XP boost. For some reason the 88 does not get a silver boost, which is very interesting. But it also doesn't get a free XP boost, which is very interesting. But yeah, anyway, that's the tank stats, so let's go jump into replay. Okay, we just spawned on Sand River Night. Remember, this is a tier 6, and tier 6 matchmaking is not being very kind. So we're not going to be top tier, we're going to be mid tier. It's like the best matchmaking this thing can actually get without trying too hard, because tier 6 right now has +2 -1, which means you're not going to see 4s in your tier 6s, and tier 8 is a very popular tier. It's probably the most popular tier there is. And you're always just going to be sucked into tier 8 matches, so just keep that in mind. So, we spawned on Sand River, and before I even start talking about the tank, I want to tell you what I have on this tank for like equipment and crew and stuff like that. So, I got a gun rammer, crew vents, and gun lane drive. I don't have vertical stabilizers because this tank does not carry vertical stabilizers. Now my crew is my best crew I have. It has a 20 perk skill, 20 perk crew with safe stowage, jack of all trades, armored, paratroop training, swimming lessons, clutch braking, smooth ride, off-road driving, firefighting, track mechanic, preventative maintenance, brothers in arms, deadeye, controlled impact, repairs, adrenaline rush, mentor, sixth sense, snapshot, and training pain tolerance. So yeah. So while I've said all of that, it's been almost 2 minutes in the battle, and we're still driving, trying to find a single tank to fight. So now the armor, I did want to say about the armor. The armor's okay. It's okay. It's like driving a KV-1 at tier 6, but can meet tier 8s. So, to make the armor the best effective is to angle like the KV-1, but remember, when you angle like the KV-1, your whole armor becomes very strong, but your turn armor is actually pretty weak because it's only 90 millimeters frontally, and it does not have a gun mantlet. And right now, I'm actually surprisingly sniping with this tank pretty good. And what else? There's a T1 heavy, couldn't get a shot. But yeah, what I'm really trying to say, even though this is supposed to be like a heavily armored T-34-85, its armor is okay. It does bounce some shots, but it will not bounce all shots. This is like it's a medium tank that can be somewhat of a heavy tank. Okay, so it's a medium tank that can be up in the front lines when it wants to. Well, when it's usually top tier, and this tank's usually never top tier, so yeah. The armor's okay, but the gun's fantastic. The gun has DPM like crazy. This tank is actually a really good tank. It's almost as fast as the regular T-34-85, as you see in the comparison. It's got better armor, and it has a better DPM. Okay? And the T-34-85 is already a great tank. But I do want to tell you this. If you're ready to have the HMH T-34-85, don't get this tank. Don't buy this tank. Just win it for free. Because the HMH T-34-85, it actually is a little bit better, because at the front it has tracks that will count as space armor, so it has a little bit better armor. And that's about it. And also, in my opinion, all the T-34-85s, well, T-34s at tier 6, My favorite one is the T-34-85M. Now, you're seeing the armor work a little bit. You want to angle this tank, like try to side scrape and do stuff like that. So, you've seen the tank's armor work. You've seen the gun work fantastically. It can rip apart tanks very easily because it's high DPM at tier 6 especially. But now you're going to see what I was talking about the armor. Okay? Yeah, also, if they load premium rounds, your armor is pretty much useless. So, there's a Firefly. He pins me there. He's going to pin me again. The armor is okay. It's okay. It's there to ricochet some shots, but it won't ricochet all shots. Especially tier 8s and tier 7s. I mean, it'll ricochet some tier 6s, but it'll ricochet most tier 5s. What I'm trying to say, don't depend on the armor, okay? Depend on the mobility and the gun. You have the armor there to be there when you need it. So it will bounce some shots. But anyway, let's just skip to the post-game stats. Okay, so that was a defeat on, what is that map called? Sin River Knight. Haven't seen the daytime version in a while. We made 60,000 silver, did 2,538 damage, 6 kills, ace the tank, and top of the leaderboards. Alright guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH because we're always not. And peace out, see ya.